Magandang hapon mga kabayan. Good afternoon mga kabayan. It's 6:16 p.m. and it's 84 degrees Fahrenheit in South Carolina, USA in upstate. First off, I would like to thank you for all the supporters and going to support this channel, Kabayan, Try mo to vlog. And we are going to start our another episode, Kabayan, Usap tayo. It's going to be Talkin and Driv'n. So, mga kabayan, we are going to leave the parking lot and we are heading back home mga kabayan. And somebody passed by. It's a courtesy to let them go, because as for me, whenever I drive mga kabayan, the person who's walking is the right of way. And just as a respect mga kabayan, just being good and be nice to your neighbor. We are all children of God mga kabayan. That's all I can say. So we are leaving the parking lot mga kabayan, and we are going to continue our discussion mga kabayan that we left off. And if you have question mga kabayan, please drop down in the comment section, and we are going to answer all your questions in a separate video, with a separate episode vlog. So we are going to go to the different way mga kabayan, but we are still going to go for interstate. So last episode we went to that one, but we're going to go in this one, but we're going to turn to the left instead of going straight. So I'm going to tell you, I think I've already shown you this one, but so for those you mga kabayan that haven't yet subscribed, please subscribe and share this video to all our kababayans. So the first one is getting to know me. I've already tell some about me, and you might be asking, so this is getting personal. You will be asking, before you leave from the Philippines way back July 10 of 2010, what is your work from the Philippines? Mga kabayan, my work from the Philippines, I'm in academia. So I consider that one as master of nothing. So I consider that one mga kabayan master of nothing, because you are not really on the field. But I really enjoy that mga kabayan. At that time, that is the opportunity that I had. So that's what I took, the avenue. But when I came to the States, I cannot do that, because my education that I got from the Philippines is being converted, but it's not been honored in the university or even in the community college. So if I want to teach here in the States, I need to have an additional master's degree in what field that I wanted to teach. And you're going to ask me how many years that I work in academia. I work in academia. I started as a part-time IT instructor in one of the medical school in the Gaspi. And then I was a part-time instructor. At the same time, I'm an IT at the same time. That's my role. So that's what I adopted from the part-time instructor. It leads to a full-time that's considered in the college as associate professor. So I was, I'm not really excellent as the others, but I am great in what I do, in what I did. So how many years? So I graduated my computer at my high school. It's way back, I think, 1998. And then I graduated my bachelor's degree in computer science way back of 2002. And then I graduated my MBA, if I'm not mistaken, 2002, I think 2003 or 2004. Yeah, and then I started my PhD program after I graduated from master's degree. And then ultimately, I think I finished it 2008. Oh man, slow down. These people are not safe driver. So close, man. So let's go back. You're going to ask, what is your area of specialization in MBA? So I was what you call this, leadership and development or something like that. That's my specialization. And then you're going to ask as well, how about your PhD? It was human resource and development. So I graduated, I have my diploma. So you're going to ask, wow, when I came to the States, those diplomas, everything are nothing. So I have to, as I said in the previous episode of Kabayan, USAp, Talkin and Driv'n with your only Kabayan. So yeah, that's what I remember. And then if you watch as well with Kabayan usapang magkapatid with Ate Larry. So she said about, we are focusing about her, and her situation. So, and she told about a little bit about me as well, of course. And first off, not the first or even the last. So, mga kabayan, in the previous episode, I've already revealed that I have my partner and love of my life. His name is Keith. So we are living together since 2010, of course. Living together in flesh as a together as in together. It's going to be, since I haven't returned back, it's going to be 12 years, almost 13 years. So you can ask mga kabayan anything you want to ask, and I will be frankly honest to you. What's about your question about my life? I'm open book about my life. And then you're going to ask mga kabayan, what was your first job in the US? So in the previous episode mga kabayan, if you watch it, and please watch it. In this the other episode that I said, I revealed there that I started in the community college, double major, and then finished my bachelor's degree in accounting, and finished by 2014 or 2013 of December, to be precise. So what was my first job, mga kabayan? My first job was in the call center. The location that we lived in Tuscaloosa, if I'm not mistaken, Tuscaloosa, because we moved to Tuscaloosa because my spouse worked close to Mercedes-Benz. So we moved to Tuscaloosa, Alabama. That's why I became a football fan. If you don't know mga kabayan, the football, it's not the football that you're gonna kick the ball. It's not. It's an American football. So there is college. So I am more on college for University of Alabama. So they're saying roll tide mga kabayan. So I really enjoy mga kabayan, the football. I really enjoy mga kabayan, the football, because in Tuscaloosa people are very passionate about football, and I get in love the football. So if you can try to YouTube as well, American football or football, Alabama football, that's my favorite mga kabayan. NFL, that is the professional football league. So those players, we're going to be outscript. So those players who played, so since elementary in here mga kabayan, so first off, this is a physical game mga kabayan. they tackle mga kabayan. So this is a physical game that that tackles the person. So there are different positions mga kabayan, offense and defense, of course, just like basketball. It's just like a basketball mga kabayan, but they have a kind of football, and then this is too physical. So if you want to see mga kabayan the kind of game, I encourage you to type in YouTube Alabama football. You're going to see the game of Alabama, because Alabama is very competitive school team in the college football. So they're very competitive, and they have a lot of championship games. So I think starting by September, the football, the NFL, those from elementary, high school, and then whenever they have college, they're going to do their commitment, where they're going to play, and it's free education mga kabayan, because this is really very very important kind of sports here in the US. So those players, majority of the players, even they're good already, they're still going to college to have more exposure mga kabayan before they're going to be drafted. So there is a schedule for draft, that there are NFL teams from different states. They have their teams, but not all states have the team for NFL. Only the huge states mga kabayan have a NFL team. So yeah, that's sports I really love when I came to the States. But when I came here, we attended one in North Carolina, the UNC, the University of North Carolina. They called themselves as Panthers for the NFL. I forgot the name of that one. For the UNC, because Alabama is an elephant, roll tide. For those of you mga kabayan, I'm just being focused a while ago. Because I'm trying to move mga kabayan to the right. It's just a lot of cars coming. So I wasn't able to make a move before turning to the right. So any question mga kabayan, please drop in your comment section, and then I'll going to answer all your questions. So my first job mga kabayan, way back to the question that I posted myself. I started my job here in a call center as a call center agent. I tried to find mga kabayan an accounting job. It's really hard because they expect you to have that kind of experiences, but I don't. I'm just only graduating. That's the reason why mga kabayan, I'm just not understanding the reasoning behind that. The reasoning behind mga kabayan that, so we go to school to learn. That's right, because I'm also an educator. Because I experienced that one as well after college. That's not really hard if you don't any experience in the field. I tried to apply. I wasn't given an opportunity, a chance to prove myself. So therefore mga kabayan, here in the States, since how many years I went to school, I think I went to school for about 11, 12, 13. It's about 3 years at most. Because the other subjects are transferable that I already took in the Philippines. It's transferable, other subjects, but not all. Since my degree in computer science, so pretty much I restart everything because I went to a business degree in accounting. So is it a good move mga kabayan after I experience right now? No. I supposed to just stick to what I already started from the Philippines and go from there. So I don't prefer mga kabayan, if you are going to school, I don't prefer changing your degrees from one point to another. Just stick to one area that you really enjoy, that you really wanted to have a career in, because it's really hard time for me mga kabayan here. It's based on experience. It's a disclaimer. It's based on my experience. Maybe others don't have different experience here in the States. So I'm speaking about my own experience. So I really have a hard time to get an opportunity in my field. That's not nice. You're supposed to stay there because you're slowing down, and then you speed up and you're trying to slow me down. That's not nice. Because you are trying to speed up to somebody. I'm sorry, mga kabayan. That person is a jerk. I believe is a jerk. I believe, mga kabayan, that driver is a jerk. Because if I know I'm going to turn to the right and I'm going to slow the other behind me, why I have to pass? That's no make sense. You're supposed to slow down and make a move. That is wrong, mga kabayan. That car is wrong. I don't know if you see it or the camera fell down, but anyways, every day is really different, mga kabayan. There are really other jerks here driving here in South Carolina or any other states. So back to our topic, mga kabayan. So back to our topic about my job. Yeah. And then I have also an advice to you, mga kabayan. Whatever country you are, mga kabayan, I would say, mga kabayan, that don't keep moving from one job to another, mga kabayan. It's not good to your resume. I felt that really hard for me to be given another chance, the job that I really wanted to get. Because they're thinking, mga kabayan, that the person like you, once you place there in your resume, is a big question mark, mga kabayan. Big question mark. We're going to go to the other side. Why, mga kabayan, is a big question mark? Because they're thinking that you are not loyal to the company and you keep on moving. And then if they're going to hire you, how many months that this person is going to stay. In my resume, mga kabayan, the reason why I have, short, working to other companies due to unfortunate circumstances. You can ask me about different circumstances happened. Well, in the call center, I think I almost 2 years in there. And then I got the opportunity to change career because I'm not moving up to as a trainer or even other than a trainer or a supervisor in a call center. So I did my best, but for some reason I wasn't given a chance. So I left because I have another job set up. After that job set up, mga kabayan, everything, my resume messed up. Everything. As in everything. The reason why I said everything, because so when I applied for the other job in a dealership, it's a used car dealership, as a assistant manager training. So I was being trained. It's a little bit better pay than the previous job that I have had, but not so much. It's just a little better. And then when I moved there, I felt that so somebody was being promoted, and then I decided to become an office manager to the used car vehicle in Tuscaloosa. Then I worked there. It's just that I really felt that, mga kabayan, that I have my education, and then they don't have kinda, a person's going to clean the shop. There is a kinda schedule. Everybody are rotating to, to clean. And then the boys, the guys, is being tasked, mga kabayan, to clean the toilet. I felt it's a below the belt for me to clean the toilet. I mean, maybe I'm just being picky or what, but I just felt not right. The company should hire somebody to do it, not an office manager doing it. The only thing who did not do it is the manager. So I felt it's not for me cleaning toilet after work. No. So I start looking for other job. I just only, I think, 3 months or 4 months, I found a job. So there is a consequence, mga kabayan, once you do that. Promise you. There's a big consequence once you leave the other job, not even staying at least a year or more. There's a big consequence. Trust me. So therefore, mga kabayan, I left the job, and then there was a open position in Birmingham, but a little higher pay than, a little close, higher a little bit, but I have to drive, mga kabayan, for an hour and 15 drive, two-way with the traffic in the city of Birmingham, from Tuscaloosa to Birmingham. So it's about, would say, 2 hours, almost 3 hours, I think, two-way, back and forth. And then it was only 6 months that I worked there. Very unfortunate circumstances. That one is not unfortunate because I decided to move. This one, very unfortunate circumstances that, July 1st, I got an accident. We got an accident. My partner, he's the one's driving for our travel going to Virginia to Washington DC. My T12 got a little fracture, was being hospitalized for half a day until noon, and then I was drinking a medication for the pain. So, make the story short, and then, well, that's part of the story, of course, mga kabayan. But I decided to make a move prior our travel to become some kind of an internet manager in a dealership, which is a bad move, mga kabayan. That is a bad move, mga kabayan, in my part to do that. I supposed to just stick to my staff accountant role at least a year or so that my next job will be in accounting. So it's getting harder for me to get back in accounting, mga kabayan. I promise you, I'm not getting back. So pretty much I lost my job as an internet manager because the general manager is very incompetent. Can't manage his dealership. I'm going to show you, mga kabayan, our let's call this our mail section here. So it's really beautiful, mga kabayan. The clouds. So I'm going to show you, mga kabayan, our mail. So everybody have their own mail here, mga kabayan. So as you can see, oh, I forgot the key. Mga kabayan. So I'm gonna get the key, mga kabayan, and let's get the mail that we have. So as I said a while ago, mga kabayan, there is a number for a specific household here, and then we are B, and then we are number 2. So let's get the mail. So I've already gotten the mail, mga kabayan. We got our mail. And let's go back and drive back home. So let's go back, mga kabayan, to our conversation before we end up this episode. So I'm already here, mga kabayan, inside in our car. Whoa. Okay. What happened? Okay. There you go. So it got darkened a while ago. Sorry about that. So therefore, mga kabayan, I lost my job as an internet manager. And then I have, stay home because the general manager wants me to become a sales agent in the dealership, from manager to sales agent. So I declined, and then I just stay home and then trying to find another job. So I can find other job in accounting that I left because I want to earn more money. So that's the consequence, mga kabayan. It's hard for me to go back into accounting. So I got a job as a contractor in a Mercedes-Benz. So I work in the plant, mga kabayan. It was hard, mga kabayan, working in the plant. It's a long hours and low pay. So the job is indefinite, mga kabayan, but it's just low pay. It's closer to our apartment, mga kabayan, but it's a low pay. It's unacceptable, mga kabayan. But I worked there about 2 years, almost 3 years, I guess, before we moved to California. So the question, mga kabayan, is it affected me finding a job in California? Yes, mga kabayan. I can't find a right job in California. My partner Keith got a job, thank God, but I can't. So that's going to be our next episode, mga kabayan. And please continue to support my channel, Kabayan Try Mo To Vlog. And please subscribe for those who haven't yet subscribed. And then please hit the notification bell. Please comment and thumbs up. And thank you so much, mga kabayan, for being with me and being in this journey going home with Kabayan. USAp tayo. Talkin and Driv'n. And until to the next episode, mga kabayan. And see you, and thank you so much, and God bless. Bye.